So hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today let's see how to do a rat race vocabulary in HFSS. Let's jump into it. Okay, so guys, okay, now insert a project. So go to project, insert HFSS design, and you just name it whatever you want. Like after, if you save this project and you can have its water name we want. So let's save this. I'll save it to project 3. So, yeah, it's been saved. And now first we need to have a polygon. Okay, so the polygon the PDF for this file I will provide in the description. So just follow the steps that I have to. It's fine. So for every project there are few basic steps we need to do. That is first HFSS solution type, keep it in terminal, press OK, and check for the units whether it is you can check it if it is in millimeters, so it's fine. If it is not in millimeters, go to modular units, change it to millimeters, press OK. Now we need to, for this experiment we need to create an substrate material of our own kind. So what we can do is first we'll make wait. So first first we can have the shape of the substrate, and then we can assign a material there. So first we'll make a shape. We have to use a regular polyhedron for this. So go to draw, or otherwise here you can see regular polyhedron, or otherwise you can have this shortcut over here icon. So just place the cursor over here. In the last video I have shown you how to do this. Again I will explain here. So just move along the axis, just move about, and you have n number of faces. So we will have only 6 for our experiment. So first, this is the substrate we have created, and the name is here. So we'll just rename it to substrate, and the material is vacuum. So we will change this material to our own type of material. So we are creating a new thing, so that's why go to add material, just give a name as my sub, and then give the properties. Permittivity I will give it 2.33, and dielectric loss of 4.29. if it is like, for example, if you have a value like 2.49 into 10 power minus 4 or 10 power 5, something like that, then how to give is for example this value, and you need to press E, and they want to give a value as 4.29 into 10 power minus 4. So how you have to give is 4.94 E minus 4. Okay, so it will automatically convert it, and press OK. Now it's done, and just press OK. Yeah, just I think I have created my own. Oh shit, it's not been created. I'll do it again. So yeah, sorry, I pressed reset I think. So my sub it will happen 2.33, and dielectric loss constant of 4.29 E minus 4. Press OK. So it's been created. You can check the values over on the top. Just OK. So just press OK here, so it will be added. And if you want to change the transparency, just give some point and press OK. So that's what to see inside how it is. Now coming to the shape has been created, well and good, fine, but the problem here is we have given a perfect dimensions for the shape, for the substrate. So how to you can go to expand this substrate, create a rectangular polygon. In the center chord position I will make this I want to make this hexagon on, so I want to make the hexagon's origin, like center point or the center of the solid collide is at the same position of the origin. Okay, so by default in this what happens, it is taking the reference of the base. So the origin will be at the base of the origin will be at, is exactly at the center of the base of this solids. So I want to move it this point towards this point, I mean the center. Okay, so first what I'll do, I want to know the height or thickness so that I can move this, how much distance I want to move. Basically it is half of the thickness, right? So I will specify the height to be 2.4 for my experiment, and then so height is 2.4, so the center of this body will be minus 1.2, because I want to move it down. Okay, I want to move the substrate down, that's why I have created here. And now coming to the radius, I mean radius in the sense so the radius in the sense, see the center to the one of the vertices, any of the vertices, so the distance. So for my experiment, when I calculate the distance is not a real number, it is by using trigonometric equations I got as 22 by cos 30 degrees. So how to give that here, 22 divided by cos 30 degrees now, but in HFS you need to give in radians, so 30 into pi by 180, so it will be converted automatically here. See, you can see that. So height is 2.4, just press OK. Now it's been perfectly we have created, but we haven't checked for the correct location here, because the center is at 0, minus 1.2 for the center polygon, but the vertex is at somewhere, because you can see the radius in the sense only the x coordinate should be changed, but the y coordinate is also changing. That's why we will change it to minus 1.2 itself, because you need to have the same x direction. X and y should be the same, but only the y and z should be the same, but x should be vary for the radius, and the height is z is fine. So yeah, it's perfectly aligned. So after this we need to create the trace. Okay, for creating the trace, what we can do is so for creating the trace, what you can do is we have trace is in the shape of a rectangle. So rectangle, you can see the rectangle here, or you can go to drop and you can select rectangle. So try a rectangle. So I will name it this as a trace. After naming it as trace, we need to give the dimensions. So the dimensions of this will be the position of the edge. Okay, the edge is minus 0.9 and 0. So now the scale of x, what is the x? The index is 1.8, and basically the width and length of the rectangle, that's it. So 22. So you can see the x-axis, so that's why this length is x and this length is y. X is 1.8, this is 22, and we want to have this position basically it will take the reference of this, so minus 0.9, so it will, this part will coincide here. Press OK. See, you can see the center is here, and it is exactly at this because the distance by 22, because the distance with the center to this edge is 22 that we have calculated manually, so that's why I taken directly. Don't worry, I will also share the PDF for the values, so follow it. And after creating this, we need to create a multiple traces. Okay, one should touch here, one should touch here, one should touch here. So basic geometry, by geometry we can see the angle between this line, and if you draw a line to the perpendicular lines like this, the angle will be 60. So what I will do is I will rotate this by 60 degrees. So a copy will be rotated 60, again a copy will be rotated 60, and one more copy will be rotated like this, one more 60. Okay, so basically we need 4 of them and at an angle of 60 degrees. So how to do it? So select this, you can see a symbol here, duplicate around axis, you can use that, or you can also go to edit, duplicate and around axis. Anyways you can do it. Okay, so shortcut I will use, so I'll change it to 60 degrees, and number of total number of traces is 4, right? So 4, you got it, 60 60 60. Press OK, and you have created neat traces is fine. Now the shape of this rat race output will be like a ring inside, like in the center, and this will be produced out. So to have a ring in between, first how can you make a ring? A circle will be there inside, if and a portion of circle will be cut inside it, so you will form a ring. So same way we'll do here also. So to do it, you need to draw a circle. We'll just draw. You don't need to click on center, because anyways we'll give the coordinates. So circle, so the circle is created. I will name this as the outer circle. So outer, press OK, and dimensions of the circle is at 0, 0, it's fine, 0, 0, 0, and the radius of the circle will be 11.8 as per the calculations, and yeah, okay. The face is the normal of this sheet is along z-axis, and the radius of it is 11.8. Just press OK. Okay, now we need to have some inner circle to cut it out, so we'll make some one more circle, naming inner. So I'll just have that, and inner, press OK, and then here you can see create a circle, inner, and we can see we need to change the coordinate 0, 0, and the axis for this is 10 point, so the radius for this is 10.8, and see, you can see. So now we need to cut the smaller circle out of this bigger circle. So how that means outer minus inner. So we can do that by selecting first outer. So the order while subtracting, it's very important, the order how you select it. So first select outer, next select inner. Okay, then there is a symbol called subtract. So subtract, here you can see outer minus, outer minus inner, like that. It's been cut. But there is a mistake that we have done, that is, you can see these are still remain, because we didn't unite these strips with this. Okay, basically these three are in different things. So to avoid that, what we can do is first we'll remove the circle. First what we'll do, we'll unite these strips with the circle. So to unite them, just select what and all things you need to combine as a single sheet. So we'll just select all of them and just press unite. This is the unite symbol, press unite. So now it's also, the name is still unite outer, because I have first selected outer, that's why the name is still outer. Okay, so outer is there. So now I need to cut a shape out of this shape. It's a circular shape out of this shape. So I will make a circle here, some circle. So I will name the circle as inner. It's not a mandatory taking name, but it will be easy while working upon the shapes. So I'll just 0, 0, 0, and the radius will be 10.8. Press OK. Now the same outer thing, select next inner, next subtract. So check outer minus inner, press OK. So now it's been clear it. So till now we have created a substrate, and then we have created a strip, because it all we are making this rat race using the strip, right? Rat race coupler by using strip in HFSS. So this is the strip that we are expecting. After making the strip, we need to assign. Okay, so after making the strip, what we need to do, we need to assign the strip as a perfect object. So to assign it, just So we didn't assign anything, that's why it is an unassigned thing. So just right click, select the outer, right click, assign boundary perfect E and press OK. So it has been created. So to check it, you can see here boundaries perfect E. So when you click on it, you can see what is the perfect E boundary for it. It's fine, looking good. And now so far it's fine and good. And now what we can do is you need to have ports. The ports are called wave ports. So the wave ports will be actually so the wave ports will be so the ports these sides are there, no, these sides will be act as a port, but this side is belonging to substrate, right? So we need to make the same shape or same rectangle at the exact position over here. We need to have a new sheet of rectangle here. So to you can have a rectangle and you can draw so but we need to know the exact coordinates for it. Rather going for doing it, there is an easy way to do, that is using line. So click on the line. So what you can do is select the vertices, the vertex 2, 3, 4, and this is the initial point that we started. So we have reached to the initial point. So when you reach the initial point, double click. When you reach to the initial point, double click. Okay, next do it for all the things. So we'll go in a neat order, okay, so that we will have a clear idea. So this is I'll delete here. I will start from here, 1 2 3 4. So 2 3 4 reached point. No, 1, oh, it's not the I 1 2 3 4 double click. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 double. Yeah, so I have made the ports for all those. So you can see those, like I will hide this. So I hide this substrate, so you can see those ports. So these are the ports. Okay, now what we can do is we'll just name them as port 1, so for our easy understanding. 1, port 2, port 2, port 3, port 4. Make sure there is no spaces while giving the names. Okay, port 4. After these are all called actually they are called wave ports, so we need to assign it to wave port. Okay, so how to assign them to wave port? Just select right click, assign excitation wave port, and you can see like this. Just don't check anything, just press OK. Similarly, so if a new wave port is created, inside it port 1 is there. So this port 1 is assigned, but 2 3 4 are not assigned, so do the same for rest of the things. Okay, port 3, assign excitation wave port, press OK. Port assign excitation. Okay, so we have created, so we have 4 excitation port, wave ports. You can see those here. So when I click them here, you can see those are highlighted. So after having this, this is the actually we have completed the main portion of designing all the hard point. Now we have to go to add a solution setup. That means how at what frequencies we need to show the output and all. So for that you can go to here. This is the add solution setup. Otherwise you can go to HFSS and you can see results create so analysis setup and go to add solution setup also you can do. So I will use shortcut. So I am creating a setup called setup 1. Just the required frequency for I have designed this for 4 GHz antenna. Okay, not okay. Maximum number of passes I will take as 20. So press OK. So now you can see it is highlighted. This is a frequency strip, so it will show the graphs for different frequency. Press OK. So I will start from 2 till 7 and with a frequency sweep of 0.05 and just press OK. So everything is set. Now just save it. So everything will crash and then yeah, this is what we have seen, and then we can do the analysis part now. Yeah, so after that we need to check whether the it's properly done or not. Validation we need to do till all the setup is done properly or not. So click validate. So you can see all of them are ticked. Just close it. Now what you can do is just analyze all. So it may take a time. So I will pause the video here. I think and pause. Yeah, so the simulation is been done. So after what we have to do is the next step we need to see where the radiation pattern for this. So before going to that we'll see the animation, the interesting part here of HFSS. So first right click on this space, just empty space. You can select face select, just select the face of the substrate. Now what you need to do is again right click, you can see plot fields. So plot fields E field and go to mag E. So magnitude of E and then just press done. So you can see also the animation, you can see full colored image. So this is the input, that's why it has some high reddish color, high radiation. So this is going to here and it will split here. Okay, basically what happens in it, there will be a difference port and a summing port, and there will be two ports. Port one, those ports are just for inputs. So basically we are given a port to one of the summing port or a difference port, so that if you give a signal to a difference port or a summing port, it will split into these two. Okay, so basically this is different and this is summing port. So we can see whether we can find it. Let's find it whether it is summing port or a difference port in a minute. So before going to that, just we'll see a small animation of it. So just what to find the animation in the the left side, you can see, scroll it down, field overlays, select this, extend this E field and select this mag E1, right click, select animate. So I have already created one, so I'll just, it will be basically when you open it will be like this, otherwise it will be opening directly this one. Okay, you can name it animate 1 or something, just face fill and now press OK. It will be done and now you can see the animation. So here you can control the play. You can see the speed. Okay, you can have a smooth animation, and if you want some slow move like this also, you can adjust the speed, you can stop it, you can play. The interesting part is you can play in the reverse direction as well. Okay, So you can, if you click it, it will play in reverse, forward play, stop. So yeah, so this is the creation. Now we will see some plots, graphs. Okay, so to have the graphs, what we can do is, sorry, we can go to HFSS, go to results, create terminal solution data report, rectangular plot. So after going to the rectangular plot, here you can see all the S parameter values here. See ST out T1, 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 T2, T1, T3 like that. So it is S11, S12, S13, S14. So I will create 4 plots such that all S1, S1, S11, S12, S13, S14 are in one thing. S21, S23, S22, S23, S34, S24 are in other graph. So to do that, just select the required things. So S11. So how to select multiple things? So press Control. Hold Control. Select S11, S12, S13, S14. Release the control. Now press New Report. So you can see the graph, neat graph over here. Okay, and then if you want for the S21, hold Control, S21, S22, S23, S24, new report. This is for all the S2 thing, and for this S3, S2, S31, S32, S33, S34, new report. Okay, now S41, S42, S43, S4. So it's done. So after this is the these ports, you can see all the graphs over here. Okay, these plots, the results. Now now you can have a different animation so that you can basically in the by default it is giving the port 1 for as a source, right? That means so the source is connected to port 1 by default. So if you want to change that, I mean to say here the source is connected to, that's why it is more reddish. Okay, that means more E field is there, electric field. So to change the sources to be connected, if you want to connect the source to other ports, what you can do is go to HFSS, go to fields and edit source. So in this, which port you need to, port 1, port 2, port 3, port 4, which port you need to give the source. Now we'll check, I told you we'll see how to find out summing and difference port. So what I'll do, by giving a value to port 2 as 1 volt, and phase will be 0 degrees, and for the port 3 so port 4, okay, because 1 2 3 4, because 2 3 are the input ports, so that's it. I mean not input ports, they will decide. Okay, so I will give this as another 1 volt and I will change the angle to 180 degrees. So basically what happens, one is in 0, one in phase, like these two signals are in out of phase. The input signals that are given are in out of phase, so in difference port they will be added up. In the summing port it will be get cancelled. That means in which port there is no radiation coming out, that is the summing port, and in which port the radiation is coming out is the difference port. So press apply. Okay, now let's try to simulate again. So animate. So I'll just create a new animation here. I'll create animate 2. Just press OK. See, you can see these two are cutting and they are added up here. I mean to say basically this is the difference port, because 1 minus of minus 1 is adding here. That means this is the difference port. Okay, so that's why there is nothing is coming out of here. So I quickly will see the other one also. That means same phase. So you can see that. Press apply. See, both are adding and coming out of this port. animate. I'll create a new. Oh, sorry, it's wrong language. You can see these are getting added because some face now they are getting added and coming out. So this is the summing port. So I think you hope that enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, you can mention in the comment section. Like, share with your friends. Thanks for the support for this time. So for more videos, you can subscribe my channel. Thank you.